Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm alive. I feel much better. Things are great. What's up, Mornio? Good to see you. How are things? Why did it have to be this track? There we go. Doing as good as one can. I know. Actually, I almost didn't want to come down here and stream because there's a storm rolling through, and I was just sitting out on my porch, and I was just like about passed out because I was just so comfortable. Coffee, thank you for the 45 months. Welcome back. I'm curious why I didn't hear that. Either way, I saw it, so. Hey, what up, Deja? Good to see you. Oh, I bet, Belle. It was crazy. That's what I was just sitting out on the porch just watching it. It was crazy. I was loving it. I love me some streams, and I love me some rain, and I love me some lightning, all that good stuff. I mean, it doesn't even need to be covered for real. Like, well, covered, yes, I'm sorry, but like glassed in like everything like mine, no. I'd be outside regardless. You're getting better at storms than like April and May happened. I mean, I can understand that. I can understand that. Deja, thank you for the gifts. Things been good. Things been good. Finally got stuff on this platform working again. There's a very nice workaround with one of the streaming softwares that lets it so I can actually do this stuff again on everything, which makes it good. I just can't say platform names because I don't want to get deranked, you know? So just stand outside with a pole? I mean, yeah, Mornell, that's wild. Like, that's one of those things, like you say, what are the chances? And then each subsequent one, it's like, what are those chances? That's insane. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to say that one. Basically, if you say anything, if you say any other platform on the other ones, it doesn't like that. It's just funny. So you'll hear people say like the purple platform or the red platform and stuff like that. So as long as I'm on here, well, because they want everybody on their platform, so it's crazy. Just driving errands and all, lightning hit the pole as I was at a red light. Then I was on the roof of the school. Well, are we on the roof of the school? That's crazy. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan. I need to rework the vertical too, because it's not. So I don't like necessarily the. Well, there's a couple things. As far as the vertical format goes, I don't know if I like the 3 tiles where the game is actually, you can see the whole game, but it's smaller, or if it's a third and then 2/3, but you can only see the center portion of the game. I don't know what I think looks better. I don't know what looks better on that. What do you guys think? I asked this the other day. I got a little bit of feedback, but not a ton. So I am kind of curious what people think. If you look at the vertical format on any of the platforms, like right now it's 3 stacked tiles, and I took the bottom one off because that's actually where chats show up and all that kind of stuff. I think let me see. If we look at it, right here. I hope that didn't just knock me off of there. Trying to find... Oh, it's so awful trying to get to your own. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, so if you look at it right now, so it looks like that. So there's the 2 tiles, and then the chat shows up in that third one. Pretty clean. So I don't know if I like it like that, or if I mean, I guess it's fine, honestly, now that I'm looking at it. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it alone. If you guys want horizontal, there's other platforms. So tomorrow in Lotro, there's going to be a pretty sizable update. If you guys haven't seen it already, it's 45.2, I think is what it is. I just had it pulled up. And where do we go? We're here. Boom. Doom. There we go. Service news and bugs. 45.2. Yeah, so this is what we're looking at for tomorrow. So Farmer's Fair is going to fire up on Thursday. Tomorrow's actually, they're saying there's going to be pretty extensive downtime. And it's actually going to be a pretty large maintenance that's going on. I didn't actually see... Actually, I know that was on socials. Let me see here. What was the wording that they used? Yeah, so Game Worlds will undergo extensive maintenance on Wednesday, August 13th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. This maintenance window will also be used to migrate our 64-bit Game World Angmar to our new data center. So there's gonna be a lot of complaining tomorrow. There's gonna be a lot of complaining tomorrow. If they say they're fixing lag, I'm gonna call them. I mean, yeah. So 2 big things with this update. You're gonna see festivals and event stuff. So there's some questing that they're adding in for the Farmer's Fair. That is gonna start on Thursday. Pretty much, it'll be after the downtime, for the most part. And then there's a lot of PvP and Ettenmore stuff. So it's a lot of the stuff as far as the camps and the world boss and like the doors and the undersea, a lot of like reconfiguring things. So not a lot of like content there. There's a big chunk of it around the monster player reward track. They're actually trying to make that more completable. There was actually a fair amount of feedback and complaining about how much somebody was actually playing, which was a ton, and they weren't able to finish the reward track. And so like they needed to retune it to make it so that it was obtainable. And so that is being addressed in tomorrow's update as well, which let's just call it Thursday's update at this point, because if it's 9 to 9, there's only 3 hours left in the day. Do we have any bets on if they're early or late? It's a 12-hour window. I hope they don't miss on a 12-hour window. That would be unfortunate. What do you guys think? Late, 100% later. Oh my gosh. late with bells on. All right, so we know that's tomorrow. If you guys also have been paying attention to some of the other platforms, especially short form stuff, I have been posting a lot more. I actually have stuff scheduled out now. I've actually found a really, really good tool that is helping me do more with the time that I have. And so if you guys have been seeing that on the red platform and, you know, the other ones. What's up, Brad? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. But yeah, so there's more of that stuff. And if you guys have been engaging with that content, thank you. That is one of the easiest, freest things that you can do to help any creator out there, is to, usually it's liking, sharing, and commenting on those videos and shorts and all that kind of stuff. Doing that stuff is huge because it tells that platform that it needs to distribute that to more people because there's engagement on it. So that is a free way that you can help people out that you like to watch. Nash is betting early. Nash is the real gambler here. We're already halfway through August. When do you think the X Pack will be announced? Well, I mean, they do stuff kind of weird, so it's not really like, we know it's coming. We know it's being worked on. So as far as it being announced, they're usually fairly late on that. As I mean, closer to release. So I would say September, something, middle of September maybe, because the actual expansion, the past few have been in November, so you know, a month or two is going to be the maximum we're going to get as far as knowing what's going on. So my bet would be like middle of September we would find out. You could probably go back and look at postings for stuff like that and see when they've done it in the past. What's up, Perch? Did they rework the graphics yet? That's not going to happen at this point. Not to the extent that a lot of people were wanting. So they are going to be doing like little bits of assets here and there. But as far as a full-blown overhaul, it's just not going to happen. They're still looking at stuff like upgrading the UI for higher resolution displays and things like that. But that'll be kind of a piece-by-piece scenario. It's not going to be just like log in one day and, hey, there's a 4K UI available. Like that is also not going to happen. So just keep that in mind. That's really, it's a small studio. We all know this. There's not a ton of money floating around. So they tend to focus on just releasing content. And I think that's okay. You know, I would rather have performance than graphics anyway, and as long as they keep chipping away that's where we're gonna get it. So, but anyway, let's get into gaming. Let's get into this. We'll do a little we'll play on the Hunter for a little bit, see how far we get, what we're feeling like, and then might hop over onto the Champion and jump back out into the Ettenmoors and grind out there a little bit. Why is that sound not playing? Con, thank you for the 53 months, dude. Welcome back, man. How you doing? This is very random why that is not playing. You learned something about the hunter? Well, do tell. How's that new class in the Ettenmoors coming along? I mean, as far as I know, I mean, it's been on, has it been on Borora yet? You main a hunter. Have I experimented with the update yet? So I've put 2 levels on since that. I started at 140 and 142 now. Just questing, so I haven't really done any like dungeon work or anything like that, so that's about it.
Greetings. I am Calfeth, pottery merchant and worried daughter.
Alright, so we're gonna be
adventurer, looking for some coin in return for a simple job?
I mean, yeah, that's I'm in red anyway, so but yeah, let's see here. Oh, there's more quests over here.
Psst. Can I talk to you? Since you are
So I think if anything, we were talking about boosting the other day. I think if anything, I'm going to boost the RK. You don't like the skill time? I don't know what you mean by that. Travel to the entrance. Was it that? Oh, he's already on there. 126 is what he is. Okay. Red line have longer inductions. I mean, as long as it mathematically works out that you're doing more damage based on that, I'm fine with it.
The king and queen have come to Cannonbell.
Enter Gallium's Divine. Alright, let's advance the book here. What's up, Tiki? How you doing? I'm sure it's like anything else, Nash. Like, you just play it, you get used to it, and then it just comes what it is. Parlazy. Yeah, there he is right there. In Voice of the Rings. Doing just fine? Good. Good. just one.
If there was ever any doubt that I sell only the finest of goods, let that doubt now be dispelled. When I awoke this morning, I did not think I should be made the king's own merchant by the afternoon.
Gollengum has been promised nothing of the kind.
Oh, I like this track.
Either my husband or myself.
How were your travels? Were you able to help the folk of Dora and Erniel and the Ringlow Vale?
Yeah, that's fine, Twiki. It's fine, Tiki. I don't care. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. All right, what is this? Slats. Cuts of wood. Meals to farmers. Okay. Alright. Slats of wood. chopped wood. All right. So what? Okay, so you can use that. You get planted for that. So there are some skills that you can still use while moving. So you can do quick shot, you can do penetrating shot. I don't know if you can do blood arrow or not. All right, we'll go. Wait, what's right here? On this side or up on the waterfall? Okay. Let's see. So you can do this one. Can't do that one. You can still do upshot while you're moving. Let's see about. And blood arrow you can do while you're moving. So you can do, there's like 4 or 5 skills that you can still do while you're moving. Obviously that's not ideal for what you're talking about, but wait, what the hell is right here? Oh, there are no avant here. Chip, chop, chip. Should be one more down here. Yep. So we kind of talked about this the other day a little bit. What kind of stuff are you guys looking for out of the expansion? I saw some comments on one of my posts. I think it was today's post about needing, you know, people just want good story, good exploration. Somebody had a really good one where it's like, if we're gonna get 10 levels, we need like different skills, because getting 10 levels and just using the same skills, that I think that's the part that made Moria so fun, is because you actually got new skills also. It was, I mean, it wasn't much. You got the corruption removal skills. But I guess you could also argue that since they've been reworking classes, some classes have been getting new skills, retweaked skills, adjustments. So I guess that's, you know, kind of, but it's kind of there. I guess not really either, so you can just ignore what I just said. People are like, joke's on you, Blood. I ignore everything you say. Ha ha ha! What is this one I'm looking for? Okay. And then there's also something right up here. Was never part of any expansion, but better, more useful, fun things in the moors. Yeah, I mean, that's... I'm just glad they're working on the moors, quite honestly. Oh, we need to... I'd like to see gear from landscape to PvMP easily switched, also to continue to work on the moors. I'd like to see gear from landscape to PvMP easily switched. Like a actual, like a gear switcher in the game? Is that what you're referring to? Do you use a plugin like Gear Up at all? Or any plugins for that matter? Yeah. What level am I, Blood? Can't see him on my Hobbit mobile. I am level 142 on the Hunter. Yeah, I would like a gear switcher, like a tab. That would be ideal. But using a plugin for it is pretty okay. From my own personal experience, because it makes sure that I don't forget anything and that everything that I need is equipped. So that is something I would encourage you to look at. Have you ever seen me using Gear Up, Brad? Yeah, Nash, I would love that. I mean, you want to talk about a quality of life situation? Oh my gosh, that would be incredible. Well, here, let me do this then. Let me switch to Bludborn real quick and I'll show it to you. Okay. Yeah, let me show you too. Because ironically, oh my god, I love that armor. Oh, that looks so good. Tell me that doesn't look good. You know it looks good. Actually, I'm gonna do this. All right. Let me hop in here. I'll show you gear up. So some people use like sequence bars and stuff like that for it. I don't personally like that one. I found it kind of clunky to set up. But the good thing with that one is it's like fairly automatic, like almost scripted. So there is that side of it, which I get. It's nice. Okay, so if you are watching on mobile or vertical or anything like that, I would encourage you to switch to landscape for this part. It's my highest rank in the Moors. It's this guy. He's halfway through rank 10. And I really regret having my other like 6s and 7 and all that junk. Like, I just wish all that renown was on this character. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So you see, I actually have this little plugin right here called Gear Up. And I have several different loadouts. We'll just call them loadouts because that's what I'm used to saying with all the other games right now. So if I wanted to switch, like all the gear that I have on right now is my PvP gear. Now, say for example, we're going to go do a raid and I need to switch over to my PvE gear. So in that case, I'm going to switch over to my PvE single target set. And this shows you what they all are. And then if they're equipped or not. So basically all you would do is you click through. The only weird ones are when you have the twos, like the necklaces and the bracelets and things like that. So you click the first one and then you drag the second one up. And you just click all the way through. Okay, now my PvE set is on. Ah, darn, the raid got canceled. I'm gonna switch back and we're gonna go back out to the moors. There you go. Now I'm back in my moors gear. So I like that one. And if you're missing a piece, so if you switch to this one, for example, okay, the Gear Up logo will turn red, letting you know that you're mismatched. Like you don't have something in that set equipped. But as for right now, with my Moors set being out here, I'm good to go. And you can confirm that by looking at your character panel. And I have my 17 Audacity, so I'm good to go. Cool. So yeah, I like Gear Up. I think that one's pretty good. Does it even do the class item? Yeah, so it will do legendary items. However, there is that problem with legendary items where you can't have the same tracery slotted. So if you have it on your weapon and you switch your things and it happens to be on your rune, it'll hang it up. So you kind of manually have to do those. And I think that would be true of any situation. It would have to unequip it first. Yeah. So, and I think that's one of the advantages of using like sequence bars or something like that. Oh, yeah, it does the bow. Yeah, that was actually the first item on there. It does. 100%, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so like I said, I think that's one of the benefits of using something like sequence bars is because that has the ability to unequip an item before it equips a slot. So basically it would unequip both earrings and then equip them both, so you don't run into that issue. And I guess that would actually help with the legendaries too. So it would unequip both legendaries and then re-equip the appropriate ones. Gear up is literally like swapping them, so you can run into issues with that. All right, what do we got? Oh, a couple more chopped woods. It does need to be on the character, and that is something that is, to my knowledge, just the way the game works. All right, let's go turn all this stuff in.
You saved me quite a bit of time today. I shall take the bath.
Am I looking forward to Rune and Harad? Somewhat.
Oh, it's you. Did you find
And the
it?
reason I say that
Can I talk to you?
is because, well, I don't think we'll have Rune. If anything, we'll still be down here in this gap right here on the way up, back up to the backside of Mordor. Jeez. Maybe even further out here, because they did go through the hassle of making this big section of map down here. So I have a feeling this gets filled in more before we go anywhere. And I don't think we see... I mean, we'll see more of Harad, but... yeah. Rune will probably be a while.
Father is sure to be happy that I took matters into my own hands to deal with this issue.
There's that one. You got the creation menu, pick one. Man, small hints there.
You found far more wood than I expected. Oh, my apologies for underestimating you.
Y'all heard her. Wait, what's this quest? Where is that? Are we back to lagging again? Yeah.
A king has come again to Gondor.
To Gondor. Yeah, dude. Well, I'm in Renewed, so I'm in King's Gondor rather, so not the original. I'm curious why those sounds are not playing. What am I doing up here? Clay and crystals? Yeah, okay. Mildill? Dog, your name is Mildill? Yeah, although it's probably Mildill.
Huh? Who are you? Can you not see that I am busy?
Dude, you haven't done shit in about 23 years, man. It's the same dude with the same pose. Just a different...
When my town
What's
and I
it
returned to
doing?
Lotharbell, the place was lousy with rodents who had grown fat off of our food stores. We brought in several cats.
This was not the first cat quest in here either. Because there's one in, down in the, like, port area. This cat looks so irate.
Spare a moment for me. Speak quickly. I have much to do.
Thank you. Oh, how I wish those cats liked me. Their fur looks so soft.
Creeper.
I never thought to see the days of peace come again.
That's my door closed. That's why it's getting hot in here. All right, what is this one?
I need you to check the chickens to see if they've laid any eggs. I promised old Grathia.
I remember
to lay
this
them
one.
half a dozen eggs, but with all my other work, I don't have time to chase down my birds.
I'm so very tired. The kingdom is tired too.
I probably will. I probably will. Trust me, I'm still tempted to use that 150 boost that I just have sitting there still. I'm tempted. Found an egg.
Oh, thanks. Set the eggs down over there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some goats to feed. Once I find where they've gone.
I have no idea, man. The I see some of this. Some of the long lag spikes are coming back. That's unfortunate. A bull back there just taking a shower. Hey, what's up, Exor? This is Lord of the Rings Online. Where are the clay at? There it is. Did you play it? Oh, you play Warcraft? Okay. Played WoW for a while. Played during during God, now I gotta think. Let's see, I played during Wrath and Cataclysm. I played the end of Pandaria into the very beginning of Warlords, and I stopped. I played during Legion and Battle for Azeroth, and I have not touched Shadowlands, Dragonflight, and War Within. So What's red? Clay. So we need one more. There's a clay. And hopefully this updates the map so I can see the other. Hey, get that one. Where's that last one at? There it is. I think it's just a different art style, really, to be honest with you, man. I don't think one performance or quality is a weird thing. I don't think it's like that. Because performance-wise, WoW is much better. I mean, largely, like I said, it's a different art style, so there's definitely issues with this one as well, as far as like you'll look at this landscape and you're like, oh, this looks really nice, and then you'll get up and look at a character model and you're like, oh, you got this, nice atmospheric detail out here, good skyboxes, pretty decent shadowing and level of detail. And then, like I said, you'll get into like this stuff where it's just like, these look not great.
What news has come in with the dark?
Wait, what is this? Oh wait, there's two more. There you go, nice.
Speak quickly. I have much to do.
What, you're back already?
Kill some birds. Oh, no. Boars. Yeah, here's the lag. I wonder what else is causing that. Because it's like, it's one of those things that was fine for a while, and then they found the thing with the bergs, and then... Yeah, that's kind of sad right now, to be honest. Oh, gotta go back this way a little bit. Don't need the regular ones. I need... those. So we have this stuff, and then we go up to Blackroot, and then we go down to Outer Gondor. And then the Shield. I was like, well, I'll have more than enough content to... more than enough to get there, for sure. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna port there.
There's always work to be done. You are here to help. You are here to help. There's always work to be done. We must not take these days for granted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This would be a cool place to live. It's like with the mountains right there. You know, nice little drive over to the bay. This would be a cool place to live. There's a lot of quests here.
Days of peace have come at last to Gondor.
Oh god.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
The shadow of war is now behind us, and Gondor
We must not take these days for granted.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately. My family says that it is dangerous outside.
welcome, my friend. There is always work to be done.
What's up, Ranger? How you doing, buddy?
My family says that it is dangerous outside.
We'll do our best to repair and rebuild what we can.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
No tasks, huh? Okay. The Drakes. Drakes and matrons, huh? See any drakes around here? All right then. Down this way. Indeed. Get his stuff on the way up to the Black Root, I guess. Alright, what's this one up here then? Oh, more murder. Okay. Alright, what's this other one here? Cloth from banners. Wait, am I just... Oh, I'm not seeing those, duh. I did see that. That was fun. I wish I could do something cool like that. That'd be a lot of fun. I mean, there's probably like 3 or 4 of my buddies I could probably actually convince to do that, but not 9. Ooh. Or 8 rather. It's pretty cool though. Alright, what's the best spot gonna be for these drakes? I feel like there were a bunch here. Let me look. Okay, so actually recommends to go down here anyway, because that's where the matrons are. Okay, go up here. Oh boy. Where would you throw the ring? Oh no, that's a good question. How about you? What would you do? It's the nearest pawn shop. Ah, there you go. You keep it so you can rule all others. God, damage from mounted combat is tragic. Nice. Oh, I remember this place now.
Ah, just as I expected. I knew it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, the lag does not feel great tonight. That is for certain. Alright, where's the other one at? Where's the other matron at? Actually, don't see one. Okay, I need one more stash. One more matron and one more regular Drake. Well, that one respawns, so maybe the matron will respawn here in a second too. All right. This will be good to get me to 143.
Hurry now, hurry! Bring them to me! Ah, thank you, thank you.
Making rounds with Sergeant. Continue circling the town of Sergeant for... Which one is that? Making the rounds. Oops, I did not mean to come here.
There is always work to be done. You are here to help. We will do our best to repair and rebuild what we can.
What was this out here? Oh, he's up there. To go out and around and back up. Ugh.
We must not let our vigilance lapse. Days of peace come at last to God.
We must not take these days for granted. We must not take these days for granted.
Hop on a champ. It's got them worse. All right, let's see what's going on out here. It's been a minute. Whoa. Oh, hello. I didn't have boxer. 2 sets of boxers. Like, come on. This stuff's gotta end. Like, see, dudes, this is not okay. Look. 2 boxers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gosh. I don't even want to play this right now. The fact that I don't know which is worse, to be honest. I don't know if it's worse that players do this or that SSG does nothing about it. I don't know which is worse. Might make me not even gonna mess with this at this point. Nope. Nope. Such a waste. I'm not gonna go out there and just keep dying to that. There's literally no point in playing in the Atmores right now. Oh well. Guess that's gonna be a short stream then, because I don't know. I don't think they should allow it, period, because it actually, however you want to interpret it, it does go against their TOS, and it's just dumb. What's happening? I logged off because I don't want to sit there out in the Atmores. There are 2 sets of boxers out in the moors. It's not even a bit unfair. It's just ridiculous. What does that mean? So multi-boxing is when you actually have usually several virtual machines running, all with individual Lotro clients running. And then they are linked together. So a piece of software actually controls each of them to do the same thing. So what would happen out in the Atmores is, say you would have 6, sometimes more, 6 black arrows, and they would have all of their bars and everything would be set up identically on those, so that when that button is pressed, it actually controls all 6 at the same time. Some of them do it as like they just go on follow and things like that. Yeah, so like you can run multiple on the same machine, like, and I've done that where like I've logged in like to my account and my wife's account on the same computer. Kind of like what you're talking about with leveling multiple characters. It's like, but no, the Ettenmore stuff, that's just bullshit. Yeah, and see, that's what I would do too. I would literally tab between the two. The problem with these guys is you could actually see it, is they would all fire the same skill at the same time, and so effectively like one-shotting someone. And so that's just like, is that not cheating? I mean, but I guess they don't want to classify it that way, probably because they just don't want to do anything about it. It made more sense when they would not do anything about it, because PvP was a paid service. So if you had 6 people out in the Ettenmoors like that, I mean, it was 6 paying accounts. But now it's free to play, so I say go for it, go after it, because I think that's why it's more of an issue now. Yeah. Now, that's one way to get me to not play real fast, is because I don't feel like dealing with that. So, yeah, no. What? So something is. Let me see what I need to double check the date. So when's the 26th? All right, so 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, Ashes of Creation Alpha 2 Phase 3 will be dropping. We're going to be hitting that. So we're going to see what's new. I've kind of read through some of the documentation. It looks like quite a bit, honestly. New starting zone, a couple of the new races, new zones, crafting changes, economy changes, combat changes, secondary archetypes on a couple of the classes, or a couple of the archetypes to make the classes. There's going to be a bunch of stuff coming with this. I think at some point during phase 3, which phase 3 is supposed to run for a year. So I would guess that we're going to see the full release of Ashes of Creation in probably 2027, because if you think about it this way, they've said that Alpha 2 Phase 3 is going to run for a year. If it's going to run for a year, that means we're at August of 2026. And if it ends and then I don't know if like how much time they'll need to go between that into beta, or if they roll right into beta. But if they have a beta 1 in even say September of next year, that gives them 3 months of beta 1 and then a beta 2 and a release. So I would say 2027 we see the full release of Ashes of Creation. That would be my guess based on current timing and everything like that. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it, seeing what's changed, what's updated. I was thinking about doing this like maybe a couple days beforehand, logging in and playing. That way I can see and feel the difference and see what's updated and changed. I was thinking about doing that. So yeah, I think we'll yeah, I'm gonna call it a night for night. I'm gonna have an early one tomorrow anyway, because I gotta get up boys' first day of school tomorrow, early day of work, all that good stuff. So probably a good idea anyway. But good to see all you guys back in here. We'll be back. Keep an eye out on all the short form stuff. There'll be more posts. I'm trying to schedule out more so that there's a new post every day. It's kind of the idea. Also, the YouTube channel is closing in on 1 million views. So I'm pretty pumped for that. I think I'm just about 30K away. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm out of here. You guys all have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.